Now, our next speaker is Rayshawn Phillips. And Rayshawn is going to join Carmela up here on the stage.
Yes, Rayshawn.
Thank you so much for coming. Girl, would not be any other place.
Yes. So, Rayshawn and I go back to the We Entrepreneur,
Yes.
Women Entrepreneur Days. When I remember you were women in business, social media, all the things, trying to figure it out. And it was rough back then. Now, and I see you figured it out. you have figured it out. So, Rayshawn, you are on, you post, I don't know how many times you post a day, but all I know is I see you at least 2-3 times a day in my feed. And I love how you are committed to hair health, scalp health. And one of the things we've had conversations about is not looking just for clients who are just, like we got the water bill, your hairstyle, right? But long-term relationship, right? Because you care.
Absolutely.
Do we want to talk about the importance of that? Because I don't think any stylist wants one night stand client, right? Because if you do truly care, and I know you do, about that client and their hair care, you want to be able to go with them for the long term.
I'm married to my clients. We marry. Okay? Married. That means from life to death. And I have clients, RIP, and I love all of them, rest in heaven, that have been with me just that long. Their whole life. Can you imagine what that is? For somebody to dedicate their whole life to you? As a licensed stylist, it is such a gift to be able to share beauty. Something you said up here is about love what you see in the mirror. A lot of us don't love what we see in the mirror until we get in our hairstyles mirror. And when we get home, we have to do it ourselves. We're like, she did it so easy. How can it be so? Hairstyles are such a valuable part of our industry. And my ultimate goal from the beginning was just doing hair. Because it was something that I wanted to do. Like you said, it was, I don't know. Then this headset all came around. I started learning more about scalp care. I said, okay, so wait a minute. So the universe, God, whatever you believe in, put everything in place for me. So I went to college and got a bachelor's degree that I thought I was going to sell on eBay. I guess you can't do that. Yeah, I figured that. And I have a license cosmetology. I can learn, I can teach people about scalp care, I can learn about scalp care down to the root. I mean, I'm talking scientific articles, I'm talking about knowing the ball, the pulp, the hair shaft, and understanding how the oils penetrate the scalp and go down underneath and where it nourishes and the neurons and the nerves and everything that's connected and understanding that, the tissues, the layers of the scalp, all of that stuff was so important. It was just like life for me. So that is where that structure that you see came from, was the fact that I took my idea of loving clients in that long-term relationship, and I made sure that if I'm going to be married to them, I'm going to have to take care of them in more of the ways than what I think. Because sometimes we don't realize that we need more. Scalp care wasn't taught to me in cosmetology school at all. It was like, okay, this is the scalp. Now let's focus on doing these braids. You know, for real, because I went to cosmetology school and we didn't do a lot of hair. I didn't get a lot of floor time. I mean, I got a lot of floor time. I didn't get a lot of book time. So, but yeah, that's.
So let's get into the scalp. Because you have, I'm keep seeing layers, right? I'm seeing layers. And one of the things that I get a lot of questions about from clients is people are saying, hey, my hair is falling out at a high rate. When I hear that, I also know that it's natural for us to shed 100 pieces of hair. Is that a day or a week? What is that? A day, right?
It's natural.
100 a day. So keeping that in mind. So tell me what happens when someone keeps their hair in a protective style for a month.
Oh.
Or 3 weeks, and then they take it, and then you see all that excessive shedding. But if it's 30 days of non-shedding, like talk to that.
So I thought we were going in a different direction.
I'm so sorry, because you had said something, and
Yeah, this works. It can be scary. You done had your braids in 3-4 weeks. Some I don't know, if you're anything like me, I done had my braids in for 3 months. Yeah, okay, right, judge me, I'm judged, it's okay. For real, when I wore braids, I'm bald now, I forgot. I'm still, just did this a couple weeks ago, y'all got it up, y'all here. But, yeah, so it can be intimidating to see all of that shedding, but our hair does naturally shed at least 100 hairs a day. Now, that's not for everybody. These are average numbers. It's average. But if somebody is coming to me and they're expressing a shedding, the first thing I want to know is, what type of shedding are you having? So I know that people are like, what do you mean, what type of shedding? Well, are you getting big pieces of hair? Are you getting long strands with, your mom talked about the bulb on the end of that hair? Are you getting long strands with bulbs on the end? Are you getting these little short pieces just everywhere, all over your clothes? Those are different types of breakage. When you have breakage that are the little short pieces, it's typically because you need that trim that we talked about earlier. And when you need those ends trimmed, sometimes they begin to start shedding. Your hair is reacting to the fact that there's a split at the end of it. Hair doesn't go in a straight line, so I have a whole conversation about the hair strand and how people, if it's see-through, you cut it off, all of that. Those are things that I'm gonna let y'all ask those questions. But when you're taking your braids out and you're taking all this down, it can be intimidating to think that you're losing all of your hair. But for the most part, you're losing natural hair. And let me get back on track, because I did tell y'all about the shorter pieces. Remember, you need a trim. If you got shorter little pieces and you're just seeing them all over, you need a trim. And I mean trimming off the dead ends. I'm not telling you how much. My definition of trim is a little more unique. It's more specific. If you are having long strands of hair fall out, that is when you need to be tending to yourself. That means there's something going on with your diet. That means there's something going on with the medicine that you're taking. That means you completely stressed out. Because stress takes the hair out from the root, honey. From the root, yeah, we know that. And also, unhealthy eating can take your hair out. Sometimes people come in and they don't even realize, I'm like, my hair is shedding, girl, I don't know what happened. Tell me about your diet last week. Have you ever noticed that in January, your hair starts shedding a little bit more? Do you know why? Because of Thanksgiving and Christmas, y'all was tearing it up. Y'all was rubbing. And what we do is we don't take into account these things because they're not immediate effects. So the immediate, hair is fragile. I know people be like, girl, my hair is strong. Your hair is fragile. You take you a hot comb to that sucker root that's too hot. That good hair be right on the floor. So hair is fragile. Everything that you do, your body is your temple, and your hair is a reflection of that. So you know how when people say you got a nice car and look like you got money? Well, when you got nice hair, I call it rich bitch hair. I know, excuse me. But I tell you, girl, when you got her split ends, she ain't got no split ends, it's down to the bottom, it's beautiful, whether it's curly or straight. You know, you like, oh yeah, she get it done, she take care of hers. And we should reflect that on a everyday basis like that.
I love all of that. You're welcome. And I know you had said something that triggered me to go into that direction, but we can go back to the direction that you thought we were going, okay. Right? In talking about finding, or you can, wherever you want to go. But I think it's important for us to understand how to best find that stylist, right?
Right.
And one, I'll ask you, like I asked everybody else, are you accepting clients? I know. So don't answer that question. How does one find a long-term stylist, right?
It's a long journey.
Right.
It's a journey. And you have to do your research. Just like if you was buying you a car, you ain't just about to go and let the car dealership. If you got something wrong with your health, you're not about to just let some of us do, y'all. Please don't anymore. Don't let the doctor just tell y'all. They don't know everything. Okay, they did go to school, but they don't know everything.
Right.
So it is taking that into your own hands. You gotta be responsible.
You've done my hair before, back in the day. I've come to your salon. It was a very awesome, amazing experience. Back even when I had this other type of makeup, like the natural conditioner that I don't
Right?
That I don't make no
She was
more.
like, what you got? I got this. She like, girl.
Throw that away.
Right. Stop it.
So I know that So in regards to scalp health and like the products that you tried, were you able to try any of
Absolutely.
the products?
Girl, please, I need something.
Okay.
So y'all, I'm really freshly shaved, okay? I decided that I need I guess a break from the heat, a break from the trial of life, and I wanted to, now this is an emotional one for me. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I hate that. Oh, I'm gonna go into it, I'm gonna go into it. I wanted to know that people still love me without my hair.
That's right.
Because what y'all don't realize is that everybody in here can say, oh girl, y'all don't have no ball. That's nothing. Oh, she cute. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when you walk up in a place and your hair is shaved, you do not get treated the same.
No, you don't.
I don't care how big your smile is. I don't care how kind you are. You don't get treated the same. And that's not something I'm used to because I'm nice to everybody. I'm smiling. I'm always, I'm big. So it takes a whole different type of energy to maintain a confidence when you don't have hair because of our society. I do want to compliment all of the women that I meet, even some of the men that I meet. Today especially, you guys make me feel great. You say, your hair looks amazing, girl. I wanted to do that. I even had a testimony of a young lady who told me, she said, I did that and I loved it. Those things are right there. Y'all don't realize how much power we have in our words. Those are powerful things. And I know some people will sit up here and they'll look, like, come on, you knew you was beautiful. I don't care what y'all say. I have insecurities just like everybody else. I am human. I am a woman. And being in this world, it's not no easy thing. It's not. Especially when everyone they got no clothes on. She's trying. I don't care. She got her cleavage on. We need to do something.
I didn't think about it from that perspective, right? Because, and that's another side of the natural. It's like people like, you're trying to, grow hair stuff, but sometimes what natural is cutting it all off, or doing the pixie cut, or the teeny-weeny afro. That's a natural hairstyle, y'all. And it gotta be down to your tailbone.
And that hair lotion for those teeny-weeny hairstyles is the bomb. So I don't do stuff to my hair. That's why I shave my hair off. I would put on a wig because I would curl the wig. I even condition the wig, but I still don't do my real hair. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yes, I'm bad. And I know my clients, they don't even play. I don't even let them put on a wig. Maybe like what you got on. I don't care. It's not. Yeah, that's it. That's all. I don't go to somebody else. I don't go with you. Okay, it's like just right. So, yeah, it is. That's probably mommy brain too.
Mommy brain. We've had some great mom, right? It's like, so as a, you're teaching classes, you are posting everything on the internet, right? Because you're an influencer, and you're a mom, right? And the little fella is here.
Sweet.
Oh, he's sweet. And so this is a natural hair option.
Yes.
I think that, and then I know you're talking about the hair lotion. The hair lotion is a shea butter and a flaxseed and a mango butter.
But I like it so light. So some of the stuff that I used today was not it was some gel that I used. It was just so hard. I don't like it to be hard. I like it to be soft. Because then my husband touched it and he's like, it's so soft. You know what I mean? Don't put that TikTok stuff. And so I like the hair lotion because it's not something, I don't put gel in my hair every day. And so the hair lotion is something I can use every day to begin practicing doing some self-care for me, doing my hair, and actually not doing everybody else's, growing their hair down their back. Do a little bit something for yourself sometimes.
I like the word you use, practice, because I think it's like we just do our hair, and it's really, you're practicing to learn about it. So what are some different ways that maybe the women what are some different practices that the women can do?
So practice, when you're practicing with your hair, I think we talked a little bit about products. So you gotta I know y'all, just gotta spend all your money on products. I don't know, you gotta try them all. Like Carmela said, what she said? You said, I am for everybody, I'm okay with that. But still try it, continue to try it. Carmela has a lot of products that are for everybody, but she's just being modest. because those products are soft and they're light enough to go on any haircut. But you have to continue to use a product. Sometimes you'll use a product, somebody like, girl, I use this gel, you got to use this. You go get that gel, you put it in your hair, and you be like, girl, did you miss a step? You didn't tell me something. What did you do? You set it in a dryer. Did you spray it with water? Was it wet or dry when you started? Because mine is flaking, the curls ain't popping, and none of that worked. But it could not, it don't have to necessarily be the product. It could be the fact that your hair texture is not the same as hers. And so y'all the products aren't the same. That is something with curly hair. It is a trial and error. It is a practice. That's why curly hair, you gotta go in, you gotta see, feel the amount of moisture. Moisture is so important when you have a curly hair. If your hair is dry, you don't want to get those beautiful bouncy curls. You need moisture in your hair. It's really important for all styles, but especially for curly styles.
So do you think, so with your hair, like, I see a lot of times people are like, well, my hair is not moisturized, and then they put like a pea size of product in their hair. Sometimes it's like you don't want to use up all your product. Like, is it a pea size, right? So, but how much did you put in your hair?
All right. When you're dealing with products and putting the amount of product you put in your hair, it's definitely going to be an absorption that happens. So if your hair is super, super absorptive, your hair gonna eat that product up. You gonna put it on there. She said use a quarter, and this quarter ain't went nowhere. I think I got a sideburn. You know. So, and some people's hair is very, very absorptive. So you do want to be mindful of that. If you feel like if your hair, when you get done, and your hair starts to flake, you get those white spots, that's typically because you use too much product. You overestimate it. Your hair is really not as textured as it is. Like you don't have no white, no
I was just making sure I didn't have
no. But if that happens, I always would recommend if you want to continue to use that product, because I know y'all got thousands of products in y'all closet that you want to might be able to try to use, is sometimes you can mist the hair first, like make sure the hair is super saturated, because essentially you're diluting the product, because the product is too much. Or also you can use a little bit less of the product so you're not causing the build that makes it have those white flakes. And then if you try all of that, it's time for a new product. You need to try something else. There's gels and mousses and creams, and it's a big world when it comes to hair. Remember all of it. I can tell you, your hair texture ain't like hers, regardless if it's that look the same. It's not the same. So all those different things, make sure that you go in and practice with your hair. If you're really serious about going natural, you'll see people who are serious about going natural when they decide, they're practicing. They're like, girl, I tried this today. Look at these little ugly twists.
But it is about practicing, but someone who hated natural hair, she's now like twisting her hair every 2 weeks. And one thing, and I'm gonna get your question right here, is that even with Carmela Marie, if there's a product that you're using and it doesn't work for you, call me, email me, inbox me, and I'll send you something else. We'll have a conversation, because I'm not just here to sell you another hair care product, right? We're actually here to be a part of your hair journey. That's why I'm your curl friend, right? And we have a question in the back.
One time, put one in the bag.
Okay, I have a question because I'm here for the scalp care.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
It's all on the agenda, like. So this question is for me and for my mother, who wasn't able to make it today. But she had hair loss due to blood pressure. And then I think they decreased it and her blood pressure improved and things like that, but she still has like this thinner spot. So she's always like, I gotta massage that area,
Right.
Things like that. So when we're talking about like product, because I hate to have a closet full of product. I'm gonna just be honest, I hate it, right? And I have eczema, so right now my scalp is rejecting oils. I can't touch an oil. It don't matter. Vitamin E, black cast, it don't matter. Like, I put some oil on there, it's like, girl, don't do that. It's gonna itch. We gonna flake. We gonna respond. So when we're trying to maybe, give our scalp a break, or if we're trying to at least keep up the care of the scalp. I know we talked about clarifying shampoos and stuff, but when we're trying to keep up the care of the scalp at home, because it's like doing its own thing, or we feel like it's doing its own thing. What should we be doing, and what should we be paying attention to before it's like, maybe I should go to a dermatologist. Or, you see what I'm saying? Because like some people, they ain't trying to go to the dermatologist either.
Absolutely.
You might not really need to go. So what can we be doing at home to make sure that scalp is staying as fresh as we can before we're like,
So fresh and so clean.
right. Before we like, doc, help me out, what's going on?
So there's a lot in that question, so I'm going to dissect it a little bit. The first thing is when you are the oils, you're like, none of those oils are working. I do understand that. But allergies come in different ways as well. So I would test, like jojoba, test avocado. The reason I recommend jojoba over other avocado oil, all the other ones that I can't name off the top of my head right now, is because jojoba is more closely aligned to the natural sebum our scalp produces on its own. Okay, so jojoba has the best chemical compound that's closest to our natural scalp oil. So that and that's just worth a try. And what I would recommend is just a strand test, a little bit behind the ear, like right here. You know what I mean? Just to see what's happening with that. If that's not working, your best friend is water. Water. Water is so, it's honestly, oil and water don't mix. So when we say we put oil on our scalp to moisturize it, it's almost a kind of a counterproductive statement. I always kind of have like a little, like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. They don't even mix, you know? But oil it nourishes, it don't moisturize. It adds value, and we need it. But water, you can't just oil your scalp and think you can't use water. You got to use water. Water is 100% the thing that I would do. So I would, sorry, I'm a Toastmaster, so every time I say it just like eats my nerves. I would also, your shower head. Don't know what shower head you have, but if you have a shower head that removes the bad stuff. Right. The calcium, the lines, yes, chlorine. Those water that are great, not only for your hair growing, but you'll be like, my skin feeling good too. It does make a difference. So those are a couple of things that I would recommend. And I wouldn't recommend doing everything that you possibly can in one look. I would change my water and I would do my strand test, or add more water and do my little strand test and see if the jojoba works. Give it a couple weeks and see how that works for you and see if you're getting an improvement. That way you're able to decipher what was actually caused to help. If nothing changed, then you're like, the jojoba didn't work, the water didn't work. But if something changes, you're like, oh, the water worked. I've been using that regularly and that is what, but if you're using both, how are you supposed to know which one worked?
Yeah, I saw the filters.
So one thing at a time.
I saw the filters that they started selling for you, like your bathroom faucet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got one for the shower, and I absolutely love it. I got it before I recommended it to my clients because I thought these look like rocks in here. The rocks don't look like they moving. Is it really right for real? Is it really doing something to this water? And it actually does. So the one that I recommend, this is what I recommend right here. Antoine, you want the link? I'll send it to you.
So
but that's
I have a question. So with the water, go ahead. I want to stay with the water. It was a water question.
Oh, sorry, girl. I'm going the wrong way.
Okay, so I'm mixed. I had a lot of hair textures in my hair. It's really hard to get any style to really understand me, my hair.
Speak up.
They know they say it's thick.
They say, can you speak up?
Speak up.
They say it's thick, and it is very thick. I have a problem with them like cutting it like too much or not knowing what to do. I mean, like I got like my scalp. I have very bad dandruff. I got 2 kids on stress too, so like kind of doing right here. You say you're not taking any more clients, but it is hard to find somebody because I wear my hair naturally.
Right.
But it's hard to find somebody who really know me because like I feel like the stylist that I have, she treats me as the same as like everybody. It's like stuck in one way. Like I'm gonna just do you how you, but I'm not like everybody.
Right. Yeah.
So
that is such. Yeah. That's a challenge because so many of us are taught that we should do everything. When you go to cosmetology school, they teach you acrylic nails, massage, you doing all kinds of stuff, perms, roller sets, like, why? These are not the things. So you're probably going to somebody who does everything, and that everything can be a limit. I specialize. I specialize in scalp care. I'm a scalp care specialist. Do you do braids? No. Do you do a twist out? I don't. And that's okay. That's okay. People don't realize that it's not okay. They think they're supposed to take everybody. And then they get those everybody's in their chair, and they half the time don't like doing it. So it can be something that they're not even in love with. And so that's why you can't get the results that you like. These girls walking out with these pics looking happy as hell. They happy, like, yeah, I got my hand just my baby here. And you like, but my curls is too short and then I'm popping. And so that just means that probably, it's just time to get a divorce. It don't mean that you don't love that person. It don't mean that you just need to love them from a distance. Okay? So it's about learning to find, and finding those people. I'm more than open to having a conversation, because one thing about natural hair is when you have natural hair, it gives you a lot of freedom to maintain your hair yourself. I know I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I know that it's beneficial to go to a cosmetologist, and if that's in your budget, if that's what you want to do, go see her every 2 weeks, yes, and especially me, because, I mean, gosh, it's fun, you know? But with that being said, you need to literally date hairstylists. Date them. Just like date them. Go on dates. Hi, I'm coming to get an appointment. If the appointment system ain't working and you can't get in touch and they tell you gotta wait 15 minutes and I ain't been here and you've been in the salon for an hour and you ain't got started yet, or you sitting under the dryer and your hair ain't even that long, girl, it's just time. It's just time to find a new relationship where you're happy. And that's with everything. That's with your friends, with your spouse, with your dogs, with your everything. Find a place where you feel comfortable and you feel happy. And when you walk out, you feel good. Even how about even if they don't get it perfect, you still enjoyed your experience. And somebody you're able to talk to. That should be one of your requirements. List things that you need. I need a stylist that respects my time. I'm not the client that's gonna come. I got a job and kids. I don't wanna be sitting there waiting for you every week, taking days off to get my hair done. I don't know why people do that. I don't understand that. I do that. People still do that. No, I mean like people sit in the salon. Is there anybody out there who got their hair done and had to be in the salon like all day? I'll try to raise. Look, some people raise their hand and you look, they're like, yeah, so, it was something that I did not approve of when I was a kid. I hated, like, you've been here all day, right? You know? And so to see that was one of my things as a stylist. Your time and my time is valuable. That's it. We're here for our time, we get to share our time, and you go about your day and I go about mine. But I think that respect of time is really, really important as well. All those things you need to keep in mind when it's time for you to make that decision. Putting water in your hair is not the only way to put water in your body.
Right.
Yeah. So you gotta drink it. Drink it. Get you, my clients I recommend, I say, do you have your water bottle? And then I have clients that have their water bottle, and I know they got their water bottle, and they come in with their water bottle. I like it timed. I want it. This is again. Here's the Amazon link. I want you to get this one, okay? And so they'll get that, but then I wait 3-4 months. You know why? Because for some reason the bottle ain't powerful no more. It used to be powerful. It used to tell them 3 o'clock, and they used to drink till 3, and they would love it. But that it loses its grasp. Because I don't know, we get good stuff, and then, you know, I mean, I used to drink a gallon of water, and now I'm at 2 cups, you know? So what I recommend is refreshing your bottle. So I will tell them, I'll be like, oh, okay, wait a minute. How's your water intake? Oh, listen, did you get you a new one? You need a new one anyway. Plastic doesn't last forever. If y'all have all these Yetis and water bottles that y'all think y'all paid all this money for, they don't last forever. They degrade, and those metals can't get in your body. So I do recommend them 90 days. It's time for a new water bottle. Get you a new color, get you something exciting. What didn't you like about the last one? Did it spill over when you kicked it? Did it not come out fast enough? Was it hard for you? So all those things are observations that we make, trial and error that we have during our process if I'm trying to encourage them to intake water. There's nothing, I don't care what anybody tells you, there's nothing that's going to replace the amount of water that you take in your body. If your hair is dry, and you're like, I want some and I ask you, what is your water intake like? And you say, oh, girl, I ain't gonna tell you who the first class is, but I will tell you, yes, you're not gonna replenish the moisture in your hair if you're not replenishing the moisture in your body. Yes, hi.
First of all, I want to say, when you were saying to us about how when you had gone to various places and they weren't so nice and kind to you because of the lip in your hair, one day I came home and my daughter had my car and it was on this channel, and a lot of you guys know her. I don't follow her, but there was this song that came on by a young lady named Lizzo, and when she spoke about the song Special, it just really touched my spirit because I was going through something. So as a mom to a daughter in spirit, when no one tells you, you gotta you gotta speak into your soul, into your spirit, and know that you were special, regardless of what anyone else says. So what I want to ask you is one of mine is that young, she's gone now, her mom, she said her mom had suffered from high blood pressure, and so do I. So as a scalp specialist, I want to know, are there any recommendations of what you would advise to using on your scalp to stimulate your follicles? Because you know there's a lot of, and it's not trash anymore, but there's a lot of people out here saying that it'll stimulate the follicles, and then also too, I've heard medical professionals say that once your follicle is dead, it usually does die after a lengthy time of using high blood pressure medication. There's no renewing the follicle. So that's what I'm going to ask you. And on a lighter note, when you spoke about the edge control and all the chemicals, well, way back in the day in the 70s, it was baby hair, water, and Vaseline. We need no edge control, right?
All right, so the question was, what was the last thing that you needed me to answer about? It was about her mom and the hair, the stimulation of the scalp, right? So when I first got into this, I thought, do essential oils really work? I mean, there's so many people who know essential oils work, but for me, I need to know if they work. And of course, when we look for something, we go to Google. But Google told me that coconut oil was perfect, but then it told me that it was bad. It told me that rice water was good for your hair, and then it told me it was bad. And so I said, well, where am I going to get it? This isn't enough for me. And that's where my bachelor's degree came in. I said, there's some science in this. So I started researching. I said, let me look up rosemary scientific articles. Changed the game. I said, oh, there's a scientific study. They literally did studies with rosemary compared to minoxidil, which is the active ingredient inside of some of your nioxins and minoxidil. You guys heard of nioxin and minoxidil, right? Well, the active ingredient is minoxidil. Rosemary and minoxidil have the same or equal efficacy, except for rosemary has less itching. So in my mind, I thought, well, why aren't we using rosemary? If rosemary and minoxidil are similar, they work just the same. Well, we all know why, because minoxidil costs $100 and rosemary costs $15.99. So you have to think about that. So what I did was, rosemary is a great one, and I continue to do research on different essential oils that have some true science behind them and scalp efficacy. So that's why I know that jojoba oil is supposed to be aligned to the sebum in the scalp. Rosemary is great. Peppermint is excellent. You talked about hair follicles growing back. Well, lavender actually has proven that some of the hair follicles, even dead, have regenerated. Now, that is not something that you promise to people. You don't make your hair grow back. That's not how you communicate with people. What you do is you give them let them know that this is something that is from medication. It can be permanent. It for sure can. But I'm going to be in this fight with you. That is the difference between cosmetologists taking the bar when it comes to scalp care and then just letting it drop. We are the liaison. Licensed cosmetologists build a bridge between all the people that we talk about, psychologists, dermatologists, we built that bridge between the, if we build it. The problem is that it's not connected. So dermatologists are getting products that don't have conditioners and are drying hair, and definitely none of that stuff is gonna work for my hair. Because I know look like all of us in here got my type of hair. That stuff ain't gonna work for my hair. I don't care if I have dandruff or not. Now, it helps with my dandruff and my hair breaking off because it's drying. There's no conditioner. Don't come with no. I ain't never seen no. What is the blue one?
Oh.
Selsun Blue. They don't come with no conditioner.
No.
It's just shampoo, tar shampoo. Don't come with no conditioner. You see what I mean? So now we're in the line. So using those particular things, again, it's a trial and error. You have to practice with your hair. You mix it up, you use jojoba, you need to use a base. Y'all, everybody hear me? I know I'm talking about essential oils. I'm like, yeah, essential oils, but what I want you to know is that you cannot use only essential oils on your scalp. You can burn yourself with that. You need to dilute it. Again, I recommend jojoba oil. So 2 to 3 drops of rosemary and some jojoba oil to the affected area. That works. It does. You're welcome.
One quick question here. So when you put essential oils in your hair, do you leave them in? What do you do? Like, what's the process like? Okay, I'm gonna get the jojoba oil, the rosemary, then I'm gonna put this in my hair. Say you wanna style your hair, you wanna wear your hair after that. What would you do? Like, is the oil gonna stay on your scalp, or how are you gonna deal with that once you apply it?
Great question. If you guys couldn't hear, she asked, does it stay on the scalp? Do you make sure and leave it on there? You can. You can. But then again, if you're getting a silk press, you don't want that oil on your scalp. I don't leave that oil on my client's scalp. This is why. Essential oils are highly absorptive. Highly. You can't drop, when you drop in this little piece of essential oil, it almost like disappears. Where'd it go? Did you get it? You got it. And you don't need a lot of essential oils, so you don't have to leave them on the scalp, and they can build up. So if you don't want your hair to be heavy, what I recommend is I tell my clients I mix their particular oil that we create for them. They put it on the night before you come and see me. I want you to put this on your scalp, and then when you come and see me, we're gonna wash it off.
It's a pre-proof.
Yeah, it's a pre-proof, definitely.
It's a pre-proof. Most people don't do like that's what I do before I wash my hair. I soften it, I get it ready, putting all the things on it. And then the next morning you shampoo.
Yeah, because we got curly hair, we ain't so blowing. You don't want to be a person with a simple oil spot on the back of the couch.
Let's give a round of applause, especially the scalp section for Rayshawn. If I can, Rayshawn, it's nice to have somebody who knows what they're talking about. I guess if I just put the microphone over this way. But you're very knowledgeable, and I want to just remind you that we are all chemically based. Okay, our bodies are made up of chemicals, and the one thing that your body cannot do without is H and O. You need 2 H's and an O. Okay, I learned this the hard way by being fat. I'm just saying, okay? But the easy way is, I used to drink 5 cans of pop a day, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, etc. But I decided that I was going to start drinking water. And if you notice, I drink nothing but, well, I drink a lemonade, I drink some coffee. But you take your weight, okay? I'm going to fall on the altar here. I used to be 270 pounds. Divide that by 2. That's how much you drink in water. So now I'm down to 200 pounds. I drink 100 ounces of water a day. In addition to the coffee, in addition to the Kool-Aid, in addition to, but if you drink half of your weight in water every day, I can be the testimony. You'll have nails, you'll have hair. It's all a part of your body, genetics. We're all made in, some of us have abnormal